rose to bloom in my wonderful garden is magnificent Lady of Shalott. This video deserves the celebration of this particular rose because in its full bloom, it's magnificent. Today we are talking about Lady of Shalott and Lady of Shalott only. And by the way, at the background, you see the next rose we are going to talk, which is the Generous Gardener, which is only starting, it blooms. But Lady of Shalott is in its glorious peak, and we are going to enjoy the blooms today. Olga, Carmody with you, as always, Master Gardener from Connecticut. Lady of Shalott is the second shrub rose to bloom in my garden, and the opening of blooms coincided a little bit with the rain. So the first blooms, as you can see, is a little bit bald, still holding on the stems, and next waves of bloom joined in. And I must say that this year, Lady of Shalott is super good. What I did, I changed the pH, I changed the pH of soil, I lowered it a little bit, and Lady of Shalott became quite happy. Lady of Shalott got access to probably nutrients in the soil, plus all the rainy weather we have this year. This rose is blooming galore. Now, there are two roses actually here, and of course people who watch this garden on a regular basis know that there are two roses planted together. The distance is approximately this, 18 inches, and looks like one rose is slowly taking over the other. So this rose is slowly diminishing and another one is gaining access. What can you do, right? But this rose is competing with the roots of our apple tree. And what I did this year, I cut with a spade, did big cuts down into the soil, just in case any advantageous roots from this tree coming and eat food for Lady of Shalott and for Lady of Shalott only, they're not there anymore. So that probably is another bonus. But look at these beautiful blooms. They are gorgeous. And never before Lady of Shalott fell so wonderfully on one side, with so many blooms, right? But this year is the year to celebrate. Love it, love it, love it. The scent is not my best in the garden, I would say. Generous Gardener scent is probably, together with Desdemona Rose, would be the most exquisite. But still, Lady of Shalott has its own beautiful charm. And what I like about it is it doesn't really nod its head down when it finishes blooms like some other roses of David Austin. It keeps it up, and look at this show. It is gorgeous. I love it. Now, around Lady of Shalott, I planted boxwoods, green velvet, and they were teeny tiny boxwoods coming into my garden. I really wanted to save money, would not recommend it now, because only now they're starting to form some sort of presence there, and I want to have them as a nice low hedge, framing my Lady of Shalott very well here. And looks like everybody are doing happy. All the plants are doing happy here in this corner of my garden. I'm just enjoying the power of these blooms, you know. And I'm filming this for you and for me too, because in the middle of the winter, I'm going to look at this rose outside, literally several sticks from the ground with cold weather. And I'm going to think, oh my gosh, what beauty, what forgotten beauty in the winter. And I will enjoy this video. Lady of Shalott is magnificent, isn't it? I love to see the healthy, thriving plants in the garden, where all the plants' needs are met and they are blooming well. Although this year was really bad for rose slugs, and I see damage here on the leaves. I got those slugs a little bit too late. But it's okay. There's enough leaves to compensate for all the misfortunes happening to our plants here this season, especially to Lady of Shalott. And I find slugs here and there still, which I missed, and they're still doing that damage. It's okay. We can tolerate some damage, right? As long as plant is happy and growing so beautifully. Oh, fleeting beauty of the blooming roses in the garden. So, Lady of Shalott, ladies and gentlemen.